it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Auburn Tigers offense comes onto the field first today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires on the run. Pulls in the deep ball. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. So the Florida Gators offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
The sure hands, it's Jacobson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about...
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
It's complete to the left. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's got him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Pulls it in. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to scramble. Wide open downfield. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. On the run, still looking. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like it.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Kearse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to move them on the counter.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Finds a little space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Behind that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen, almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's it, 5. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Auburn! He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Carmen.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And some room to work. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just triples to the ground. So here comes the Auburn offense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterbacks quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And the
breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe...
Touchdown, Gators! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the many mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He breaks a tackle.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Presley. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here's the Heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back, finding open areas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, man, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. More, should have ran a better route.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The quick out. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Presley. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw again. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Good timing on the quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they get the fumble back, but time is still dwindling away. They got to get it going. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one. A shot toward the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Direct snap. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.